Chairman of the Board, Mr. Lyndon Heaven, JP, and other board members, PTA President, Mr. Jermaine Francis, Principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, JP, Vice Principal, Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith, our guest speaker for today's graduation ceremony, Dr. Matthew Duval, Medical Doctor at the Southern Regional Health Authority. To our guests watching online, a very good morning to you and welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021 for the Belair School Preparatory Department. It is indeed my pleasure to be here with you as I take you through today's program. My name is Basilia Barnaby Cuff, and indeed today is a real accomplishment. Today is something to be proud of as parents, as teachers, as students. You all should be giving yourselves a huge round of applause. The past year has been a hectic one, to say the least. It has been a trying one for many of us as parents, as teachers, and even as students. And it has really been a testament to our ability to press through trying times. It has been a testament to our ability to adjust to different seasons in our lives. And I am sure that where we are today, what we are experiencing at today's graduation ceremony is something that we are all proud of because our students made it, our parents made it, our teachers made it, and I think that we are all better for it. So even though I can't hear you, I want you to give yourselves a round of applause as we say congratulations for making it to this milestone. Students, we are proud of you. Parents, we big you up and congratulate you on taking our students through the different phases over the past year. And teachers, we can't pay you enough. We can't say thank you enough, but we will do our best going forward to help our students to continue making you proud. And so welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony. I know that some of us would have loved to be in person, to be making all the noise and cheering and all of that, but don't worry, you can still do it on the other side of the screen. We will be more than happy to quote unquote hear you. Congratulations again. So to start today's program, we're going to have the invocation being done by Brandon Liu.
Good day, everyone. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, as the graduates of Grade 6, the Belair Preparatory School, I ask of you to surround each and every one of them with your grace. We thank you for protecting and guiding them to this point, despite the challenges we faced adjusting to the new normal. All praise and glory to you. Inspire the graduates to put together all the good use, knowledge, skills, and life lessons gained through the education. Most importantly, help these graduates to keep their faith in you as they face unknown challenges ahead, as only you brought us this far. A chapter has closed and another eagerly awaits. So as they commence with their lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise, and may they live passionately to honor and glorify your name. Dear Lord, I also want to thank you for blessing the graduates with such a dedicated principal and hardworking teachers. May they have the strength and endurance to continue performing their many tasks, and may they know and feel the gratitude of those they teach. I ask of you, dear God, to continue to bless this noble institution and its community forevermore. Amen.
Thank you so very much, Brandon. So we have a special surprise for you as it relates to our Bible reading today. We're going to be having the reading being done in different languages. Yes, Belair boasts a real diversity in culture, and so we will be hearing the Bible reading being done in this order. In English, Leah Dixon. In Spanish, Alexander Thomas. In Mandarin, Ru Mingyi. In French, Tridana Bryan. And in African, Ife Oluo Alonge, and they'll come in that order.
Our reading will be taken from Philippians 4 verse 8. I'll be reading from the New International Version. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, If anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. This is the word of the Lord. We honor it by saying, Thanks be to God.
My name is Alexander Thomas, and I will be reading the Bible verse in Spanish. Finalmente, hermanos y hermanas, todo lo que es verdadero, lo que es noble, lo que es correcto, lo que es puro, lo que es hermoso, lo que es admirable. Si algo es excelente o digno de elogio, piensen en esas cosas.
My name is Liu Ming Yu, and I will be saying the Bible verse in Chinese, Mandarin. 弟兄们、姐妹们，凡是真实的、高尚的、公义的、纯洁的、可爱的、值得称扬的，是否任何都是称赞的？这些是我们需要思考的事。
Hello, my name is Shadana Bryan, and I will be reading the Bible verse in French. Alphabet tout ce qui est baoui, tout ce qui est noble, tout ce qui est juste, tout ce qui est pur, tout ce qui est beau, tout ce qui est admirable, c'est quelque chose d'excellent ou louable, pour cette chose.
My name is Ifeolu Alanga. I'll be reading the Bible passage in Yoruba. Ní àkótán ara ohunkóhun tí í ṣe òtítọ́, ohunkóhun tí í ṣe ọ̀wọ̀, ohunkóhun tí í ṣe títọ́, ohunkóhun tí í ṣe mímọ́, ohunkóhun tí í ṣe fífẹ́, ohunkóhun tí ó ní ìròyìn rere, bí ìwà títọ́ kan bá wà, bí ìyìn kan bá sì wà, ẹ máa gba nǹkan wọ̀nyí rò.
Jamaica's motto, out of many, one people, truly displayed in fine style here at the graduation ceremony of the class of 2021 for the Belair School Preparatory Department. I felt like I just went to a little language class. I tried to catch on to some of the different languages. Didn't quite get it, but I'm sure it's something that you enjoyed. So thank you so much to the representatives from the class of 2021 for reading the Bible scripture in different languages. We had Leah Dixon, who read it in English, Alexander Thomas in Spanish, Ru Mingyi in Mandarin, Trudana Bryan in French, and Ifeolua Alonge in African. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we've heard the Bible scripture being read in 5 different languages, and I hope that so far you are feeling welcomed to this event. But just to ensure that we all feel welcome, we're going to have the official welcome being done by Sienna Mae Grandison. She's a graduate, and I want you to put your hands together wherever you are, wherever you're watching, for Sienna Mae Grandison.
The chairman, Mr. Lyndon Heaven, other members of the school board, Principal Ms. Sharon Anderson, Vice Principal Ms. Melissa Lawson, keynote speaker Dr. Matthew Duvall, teachers, other members of staff, parents, special invited guests, well-wishers, online viewers, good day. Welcome to the Belair Preparatory School Leaving Ceremony 2021. It is an honor for me on behalf of my fellow graduates to welcome you to this auspicious occasion. We have reached a milestone in our pursuit of academic excellence, and we are about to embark on our journey to high school, which is something worth celebrating. But what would this celebration be if we didn't have family and friends to share it with? We are elated that you have graced us with your presence on this joyous occasion and will share this historical event with us. Be comfortable in your space and allow your mind to be captivated by the Belair Preparatory graduating class of 2021. As we continue to showcase our talents and achievements that were developed and nurtured at this noble institution. Again, I say welcome.
Thank you so very much, Sienna Mae, as we get ready to go into some greetings. Today's theme for today's graduation is developing digital citizens for the 21st century. And I am sure that our parents and family members can truly testify to the fact that Belair has truly started this preparation process for our future digital citizens. We have adjusted to the times, our teachers, our parents. We have done our best to ensure that our children come out on the better side after going through a year of ups and downs during this pandemic. And I am sure that going forward, we will continue to adequately prepare them for the world now and the world to come. So starting off today's greetings, I'm going to welcome Mr. Lyndon D. Trevor Heaven, our board chairman, who is coming to address us.
Good afternoon, everyone. We've reached that time of year again. Another year has passed. Graduation time, this time, unlike any other, a graduation in the time of COVID. But we are here nonetheless. Business must continue. So I just really want to acknowledge the presence of our principal and our team, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, our vice principal, Mrs. Lawson Smith, and the team from the prep school. What I love to do is to address both the triad, that I call it. I love to first of all acknowledge the presence of our teachers, our parents, and to say on behalf of our school and on behalf of the board, I want to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation for you to have trusted us enough to have allowed your children to come into our care. In some cases, as much as 6-7 years to bring your children to this point. And as they grow and as they transition from prep into high school, I sincerely hope that the trust that you placed in us would have been fulfilled by your expectations. To our teachers, led by our principal, Mrs. Anderson, I want to congratulate you for a job very well done. The consistency of our performance of the performance of our children is unquestioned, and it's only good because of the kind of attention to duty, the professionalism of the execution of your work, and the quality of the education that you've passed on to our children. It has brought us to this point where we can proudly say that we have done well. And to our children, what can I tell you? Parents, your children are our children. No matter where they go from here, they become a Belair student. We sincerely hope that as you transition into high school, as you transition into the further development of your educational skills, I want to wish you, again on behalf of the board, all the very best in your future endeavors. And we sincerely hope that you will continue to make us proud the way you have been these past 5-6 years. I want to also remind you that there is a Belair alumni. And as you continue, please do not forget us. Do not forget where your roots have started. Continue to embrace the vision of Belair that has been ingrained in you. Sincerely hope that as you move forward, God will guide you. With these few words, I want to thank you very much for being here. It's a privilege and a pleasure to have served the school as its chairman for a little while. And we will continue to do our very best in enhancing the educational abilities of our children. Thanks very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Heaven. Going now to the PTA president, Mr. Jermaine Francis, who is coming with his greetings.
This morning, I stand before you with great anticipation and happiness in my heart, just to greet you on behalf of the PTA executive. To our board chairman, Mr. Trevor Heaven, our able principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, other members of the board, members of staff, Belair School, parents, and our graduates. Good morning. As I stand here this morning, I have so many thoughts, but I will be sharing with you just 4 things that COVID has brought to Belair. There's a scripture that says, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. And though the pandemic has made many negative impacts on our society, there are 4 positives that we can say we have proven from Scripture. 1, our teachers. Our teachers have stuck to the task. They have done well, and we congratulate them. More so, our teachers have come out of COVID with dual modality ability. When they teach, now they teach both, and that's a blessing. For Belair School, Belair is now a dual modality school. That would not have been possible if it had not been for COVID. We were forced to do it, and it was done. I want to say congratulations to the board. We worked tirelessly, nights, late nights, planning for our school, and God has brought us through. This morning, I am grateful and I'm thankful that Belair, through the pandemic, has been able to achieve its goal, developing digital citizens for the 21st century. Now, let's look. If it had not been for COVID-19, Belair could not have gone online. Belair would not have achieved that goal so easily, because the challenges that we would have faced unless we were forced. So, being backed in a corner, Belair came out victorious. And now Belair can testify, we have done it. We have now trained digital citizens. And now, to you graduates, you are the first. You are the only ones who can boast. We were the first to have been trained as digital citizens to go into the 21st century. So I charge you this morning, be the first to make a difference in your classroom. Be the first to make a difference to your friends. Be a first to make a difference to Jamaica. Be a first to make a difference in this world. The Lord bless you and keep you. And we are proud of you. And we will always stand with you. For me, this is my last stint as president. But I will always be a part of Belair School. The peace of the Lord be with you. And go forth and do the work of the Lord. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Francis. And now to the principal's address. Please help me make welcome Mrs. Sharon Anderson, Principal.
Our Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Basilia Cuff, our Chairman of the Board of Management, Mr. Lyndon Heaven, other members of the Board of Management, keynote speaker, Dr. Matthew Duval, our PTA President, Mr. Jermaine Francis, our Vice Principal, Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith, members of faculty, other members of staff, parents, boys and girls, graduates, the peace of the Lord be with you. Nelson Mandela, the great freedom fighter, once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon that can change the world." This statement simply describes the academic year 2020 to 2021 here at Belair. We change teaching materials. We change our teaching modality. We change how we learn. We change our students. We change our teachers. We change Belair School as we strive to develop digital citizens for the 21st century. Despite the pandemic, Belair School has remained a school of choice for many, many parents. Our teachers have engaged the students using Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, Study Ladder, Kahoots, and other learning platforms. Teachers, you were able to teach the students online and in the physical space simultaneously. Yes, you are indeed 21st century efficacious educators. So go tell it on the mountains that Belair School has some of the best teachers globally. Special thanks to all our teachers, especially our grade 6 teachers, Mrs. Reed Taylor, year coordinator, Miss Francis, and Miss Simit. As you are aware, our theme for this academic year was Belair, a family of learners preparing students to become global citizens in a safe and secure environment. Parents, you believe in the team. Your support was unquestionable. You were patient and kind. Continue to support your children on their educational journey. They are going to need you more as they enter high school. So, graduates, you have achieved a significant milestone. You have been at Belair, some of you, for more than 10 years. We have watched you transform from toddlers into preteens, from not knowing your ABC into accomplished authors, scientists, musicians, artists, and the list goes on. As you leave the comfortable bosom of Belair, practice all the values we have inculcated in you: love, forgiveness, honesty, respect, faithfulness, and trustworthiness. Go in faith. Share God's grace with others. Tell the world all about God, what God has done for you. Cherish your life. Cherish your family. Cherish your health. For these are things that money cannot buy. And these are things that will define your true wealth. At this time, I must say thank you to a number of persons. We must thank the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information for the guidance they provided during this academic year. Thanks to our Board of Management for keeping us on target academically and financially. We must extend thanks to our hardworking Vice Principal, Mrs. Lois Smith. You truly love Belair. Thanks to our committed non-academic staff, headed by our dedicated bursar, Miss Tina Bennett. Miss Bennett, you are a Jill of all trade and a Madame of most. Thank you all for the work you have done this academic year. As we close the doors of this academic year, I can assure you that Belair Early Childhood and Preparatory School is strong and better than before. And I can assure you that we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. I thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Anderson. We're now going into an item, and we will be hearing a poem being done by Michael Douglas, and this one is titled Life at Belair.
The day I dread is finally here, when I have to say goodbye to my sweet and dear Belair, my home away from home. My teachers were not acting, they genuinely cared. Everything I learned I owe to Belair. From potty training to problem solving, from playing in a band to critical thinking. Oh, Belair, Belair, so sweet and so dear. I came to Belair at the tender age of 2. The memories I share I carry deep within my heart. My friends and my teachers, so much they had to impart. I remember the days when I would feel down, but being at Belair would wipe away every frown. Recess time was the best. The chatting, the laughing, the playing and sharing, while eating some good food just for rebooting. When we heard the bell ringing, we would run back to class no matter what we were doing. Oh, Belair, Belair, so sweet, so dear. I really love our teachers. They are the best. They helped us to function through every test, from pre-K to K2, our toddler years, from grade 1 to 6. No more shedding of tears. We grew from babes to big boys and girls, with our teachers training and preparing. We moved from playing with toys to online schooling. Anyways, I don't know if I can keep up with this rhyme. So let me quickly share some things of which you might not be aware. Oh, Belair, Belair, so sweet and so dear. Our day started with devotions, and we were all given a chance to lead and share. This helped us express ourselves with confidence. We were well-rounded students. We often went on field trips. This was so much fun. Running outside the classroom, exploring our options. Oh, the drums, the drums. I love to play. Our Belair band was the talk of the day. We won gold and got a national award at the JCBC finals. Our track and field was also a big deal. We made history one year. 3rd in the island. There were also challenging days. I remember when my brother suddenly took ill. He had to be rushed and treated overseas. But thanks to my Belair family, teachers, and friends, they helped me to successfully get through the year. I have to mention Pep. What a stress! It could have been a disaster, but with our principal as the captain of the team, we were guided through the murky waters, helping us to become Pep masters. And in the midst of it all, COVID came. We had to stay indoors like we were trapped in a maze. No more face-to-face. Tana your yard was the order of the day. Mask up and sanitize to survive and stay alive. But once again, we overcame. Because of Belair, we will never be the same. Belair, Belair, so sweet, so dear. What a privilege it is to share about my beautiful school Belair. Even though it is time to depart, you will forever be in our hearts.
Thank you so very much, Michael. I thoroughly enjoyed hearing about your life at Belair, and I'm sure that some parents who have been with Belair since, as Michael said, since he was 2, and others like that, they are feeling kind of bittersweet with leaving, but the experiences, I am sure, were priceless, and I'm sure that these are lifelong memories that you will carry on into your next phase. So thank you so much again, Michael. Life at Belair, from potty training to critical thinking. Beautifully said. We now have the valedictorian's address, and this will be done by Torian Loudon. Please make her welcome.
The chairman, Mr. Lyda in Heaven, other members of the school board, Principal Mrs. Sharon Anderson, Vice Principal Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith, keynote speaker Dr. Matthew Duval, teachers, other members of staff, parents, specially invited guests, well-wishers, online viewers, good day. I am proud to stand in front of you all on behalf of the 2021 graduating class to recognize all our accomplishments in addition to our wonderful and cherished memories over the years that we have been at this institution. William Shakespeare once said, "We hold our fate not in the stars, but in ourselves." This quote, I believe, should be remembered as we look back at the years that have gone by and as we move into the next stage of our academic journey. To achieve, we must commit to and work even harder, be even more focused and deliberate in our actions and thoughts. Our acclaimed teachers have contributed significantly to the development of our intelligence and talent throughout the years. Not just our grade 6 instructors, but also all the other grade instructors played their part, as our present state is the fruit of the collective labor of them all. From the simple words of encouragement before a test or quiz, to the countless meals given, support at events, and providing many niceties such as stars, stickers, buttons, medals, and/or certificates. They've really been by sides through it all. Even through the tough times when some of us may have felt overwhelmed, our teachers and the supporting staff made our journey here sweeter through their encouragement. For some of us, it started at pre-K1, when our parents left us kicking and screaming, while the teachers gladly received us and took on the Herculean task of calming us down, thereby starting our academic journey at this institution. Those pre-kinder and kindergarten years went by so quickly under the watchful eyes and ears of Mrs. Lawson Smith and her team. Then came the transition to prep school. Well, for us, it was big school. Everyone was looking forward to going to grade 1, as it marked our transition from one stage to the next. In those initial years of prep school, we were trying to plant our feet as we mastered literacy and numeracy. Then came upper prep school. Now we were among the senior students, and just how universal adult suffrage in 1944 gave Black adults the right to vote, we now had the right to vote. This was a sign that as students we had reached a certain level of maturity, so the school's administration trusted us to play a role in selecting our head boy and head girl. Our grade 4 class was among the first set to do the inaugural grade 4 PEP performance task. If Corona did not happen, we would have been among the first set at the end of grade 6 to have all 3 years component of PEP. Alas, that was not to be, but we bask in knowing that whilst in life we might miss many firsts, we will achieve much more, and our worth will be shaped not by firsts, but by the quality of what we do, regardless of the position. Our experience at Belair was not just academic. Some of us remember going to the zoo in kindergarten, Port Royal in grade 4, and representing the school at JCDC competitions, chess, gymnastics, math Olympiad, and GISA sporting events, such as football, netball, cricket, and athletics. I pause here to reflect on that Port Royal trip. We all remember when we entered the sliding house. The giddy house. That was surely an adventure. The extreme temperatures in Port Royal made us all gather under a tree for shade and for whatever cool breeze decided to grace the place with its presence. We all also remember the Jamaica Day celebration when Tony Rebel paid us a visit. Even though Mrs. Anderson was his strict bodyguard, some of us were lucky enough to get a photograph with this celebrity before he was whisked away into her office. And that memory will be forever etched in our minds. One of the best things we love about Belair is that this school exemplifies our Jamaican motto, out of many one people. Within our group and throughout our years here, we have been exposed to children and adults from multiple continents: North America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. No wonder we started learning Mandarin, Hindi, French, Spanish, Russian, and Yoruba. During this ceremony, you'll see a demonstration of some of these languages from the different cultures. We've all had wonderful teachers, but some will stand out more than the rest. Mr. Peart, your tough love; Miss Hawthorne, your motherly demeanor; Miss Francis's fire personality; Miss Christy Richards' spirituality; Miss Carter and her excitement; the genuine kindness of Mrs. Smith at Kindergarten 3; Mrs. Lawson Smith's business-like attitude; Miss Smith at grade 4, and Miss Smith at grade 6, both gentle giants in their own right, and Mrs. Retailer's pleasant calmness. If we each adopt all these qualities, we would be next to perfect students. We can't forget the administrative auxiliary and security staff. Oh, Miss Jasmine, how much trouble we've given you. If Belair were to charge us for the many phone calls the administrative staff over the years gave us to call our parents or made to our parents after hours to pick us up, it would certainly be a hefty sum. Now, Mrs. Anderson and the board, I'm not giving you any ideas here. Grade 6 Francis, you stamped your mark as the most entertaining class. Grade 6 Smith, you are the quietly disarming group. And last but most definitely not least, Grade 6 Retailer. We are a chaotic group full of jokesters. Miss Francis's daily passionate speeches to her class will be missed. Mrs. Anderson's visits to our classroom to talk to us about the journey ahead in high school will be missed. The moments when Chad would crack a joke in class and Mrs. Retailer couldn't stop herself from laughing whilst trying to be stoic will be missed. And so will Miss Smith's constant reminder to some of us that we talk too much in science class. In the midst of life, there is always death. We take this opportunity as we celebrate our time here to remember those teachers who in some way, shape, or form have impacted our stay at Belair before their untimely passing. Mrs. Overthanair and Miss Swaby, you are surely missed. I pause here for a few seconds in their memory. There is no doubt that our lives have changed dramatically since we arrived at Belair. We are now literate, numerate, and potty trained. This graduation has demonstrated how capable we all are of achieving our objectives when we put our minds to it. I hope we can all use these achievements here as stepping stones to greatness. As we go our separate ways, let us all approach a new difficulty with confidence, knowing that we've reached tremendous heights and are armed with the skills and tools we'll need to survive in the 21st century. I now end the way I started. We hold our fate not in the stars, but in ourselves. Because you see, the heights of great men, reached and kept, were not attained by sudden flight, but they, whilst their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night. To my fellow graduates, congratulations for making it this far. Let us now go forth and conquer the world. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Torian Loudon. What a beautiful tribute that was on behalf of your fellow graduates as it relates to your life here at Belair. I am sure that you will miss Belair, you will miss your teachers, you will miss your fellow classmates, but I am confident that you are ready for the journey ahead in high school. Thank you so much, Torian. We've come to a very important part of today's graduation ceremony because I know firsthand how very important it is for our graduating class to be given a charge, for them to be encouraged as they continue to navigate the season that we're in. And to introduce the guest speaker, we have Gabrielle Murray. She's coming to give way to the person who will encourage us and inspire our hearts at today's graduation ceremony. So please help me make welcome Gabrielle Murray.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Mori and I'll be introducing the guest speaker. The chairman, Mr. Lyden Heaven, other members of the school board, Principal Mrs. Sharon Anderson, Vice Principal Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith, keynote speaker, respected teachers, other members of staff, parents, special invited guests, well-wishers, online viewers, good day. It is my honor and privilege to introduce our guest speaker. He was born on August 3, 1995 in Kingston, Jamaica. Someone who is committed to excelling in his chosen field of medicine through steady progression up to leadership and management, hierarchy within the public sector, and eventually pointing to specialization within private practice. He graduated as one of the top students of his class from the Belair High School. Lead photographer for Belair High School Yearbook 2013. He is an avid reader and an enthusiastic traveler. Matriculated to the Medical Sciences program at the University of the West Indies, Mona campus. He graduated with a Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. Completed internship within the Southern Regional Health Authority, rotating through the 4 areas of general surgery, internal medicine, pediatrics and obstetrics and gynecology. Advanced to senior house officer with exemplary experience in ophthalmology, primary health care and psychiatry. Normal course of studies and professional experience have been enhanced by direct tutelage in the Bahamas under the guidance of decorated plastic surgeon Dr. Gregory Neal. His professional work experience commenced at the Southern Regional Health Authority in the role of medical intern, where he performed a range of duties including participating as a member of multidisciplinary team, diagnosing and treating patients under appropriate supervision. He assisted in several surgical procedures under expert supervision by internationally recognized consultant surgeons. He was the Interschool All-Island Championship winner 2012 and 2014 for table tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great enthusiasm that I present to you our guest speaker, our own past graduate of Belair School, Dr. Matthew Alexander Nasser Duval.
Chairman of the board, Mr. Lyden Trevor Heaven, Principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, Vice Principal, Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith, PTA President, Mr. Jermaine Francis, Madam MC, Mrs. Basila Koff, well-wishers, friends, family, graduates, good morning. I'd firstly like to thank Gabrielle for such a wonderful introduction. It's always very nice to hear some nice things about yourself. I never know I had so many, but that was a good start. Thank you. And I am completely honored and humbled that I could be invited to speak to such a wonderful audience, such as yourself, as a past student of the prep school, the high school, and coming back to give back to the place that has taught me so much. I'd most importantly like to congratulate the graduates for all doing so well, especially with the trying times we've all been experiencing. You've made it to this point, yet another stepping stone in your future. And your experiences have surely been unique and different in these unprecedented times. I'm sure you've all had good days and bad days, but you didn't give up, and you're here, and nobody can take that away from you. In fact, you have all right to say back in my day from now on. So use that to your advantage in the future. It would be dishonest to tell you that your lives start only now, because you've all been living, learning, experiencing from the moment you were born. The adults may tell you that you haven't started going through hardship as yet, but I acknowledge that stress in any form is still stress. So kudos to you. Uniquely so, you are faced with an unexpected condition, not only to your education, but to your way of life, in that of a dangerous pandemic. You've been separated from family and friends. You've been scared about what comes next. You've been extra careful. And that is remarkable, and something even us older people have a hard time dealing with. It's hard work, and you're all doing your best. And that in itself deserves a round of applause. But what I'm sure you've also realized is the importance of technology in helping us all keep it together day by day. We've been watching YouTube videos to relate with people going through what we are, or just to see what life is like in another part of the world. Some of us have been learning a new language with Netflix shows in German or some Japanese with some anime. And as we can see, we have a lot of students that have a lot of different languages that they're able to be proficient in, which is excellent. We've all been stuck in Zoom classes and meetings. We've been FaceTiming family members and friends. We've been listening to music from hundreds of artists. A phone or a computer has been our way out for the last year or so, and that's how it will continue to be as we grow older. With so many accounts and profiles linked together and intertwined with our devices, we realize more and more we're really just citizens in this digital world of the 21st century. When I was younger, CDs and floppy disks were the main ways to store information. Now we have 1 terabyte thumb drives that can hold 754,297 floppy disks, and we have cloud storage that can double that. An iPod used to boast about 1,000 songs when they just released almost 20 years ago. Now, Apple Music offers over 60 million songs anywhere in the world on your iPhone, iPad, MacBook, anywhere you can access it. Things will definitely continue to get bigger and better, and mostly for our benefit. Technology has allowed so many more things to become accessible to people, especially with people with disabilities, like iPhones allowing blind people to type in Braille, and reading words out loud or even responding to voice commands to help with navigation, and these were unheard of in my day. During the pandemic, we've also seen changes to help make us more self-sufficient. Working from home was hardly an option before the pandemic made it universally necessary. Online platforms for filing our taxes and ordering food are becoming more commonplace. Phones and watches help us to become more aware of how the world is healing and how we can now be a firmer part of those changes. Every day we're seeing the way that technology has changed and continues to change our lives. The best part is, when you really look at it, you play a part in how the future grows. There's nothing you can't do with technology. It's not only our way out, but also our way in. You can paint, you can learn to cook, you can save lives, you can make music, you can fly. And what that means for you all now is that at this moment, more than ever, no one can limit who you can become. In the time the pandemic has unfortunately allowed us, I know some of us have picked up some new hobbies and skills. Some of us are doing makeup and nails now. Some of us play video games and share it with others on platforms such as Twitch. Some of us dance and upload videos for others to partake. All of these things can become parts of your lives, can further your horizons, and can help you reach more people. These can be avenues for you to make a living from, or they can just be things that you can do for fun. It's only the tip of the iceberg. In this digital age, you can learn, teach, or pursue anything, whenever and wherever you want. Of course, if you want to become a doctor, you can do that and reach people miles away with telemedicine. If you're into technology, you can create apps for people to use in their daily lives or provide support to those who are having issues. Matter of fact, if anybody knows any coding, can you meet me afterwards? I have an app idea I want to pitch to you. You can and should do the things you love to shape the rest of your life. Because if you don't enjoy it, what you're doing, you'll hate it. And that's no fun at all. You could also focus on what you're good at. If you're good at organization, you can pursue business and accounting subjects to utilize those skills to their best. If you're good at video games or writing stories, you could focus on literature to build your vocabulary and learn ways to help express yourself eloquently and write reviews or scripts for games, shows, or even movies. If you're good with money or numbers, maths and physics will take you a long way into helping people manage their money and for you to keep making more money for yourself. The possibilities are endless and the resources are boundless. You don't just have to read from a book either. You can use a YouTube video to help understand a tough topic, or Google an explanation from another source that helps you to understand what you were sure you couldn't get yesterday. There are several apps with methods to help you learn new things if you don't like it one way. You could always do it another way. If you're interested in being an engineer, there are realistic simulations to get you acquainted. If you want to be a pilot, there are plenty of flight simulators to give you the experience above the cloud that you're yearning for. We have all started off as digital citizens in this technological renaissance of the 21st century, and we're going to keep getting better at it. Finally, I must emphasize that the digital society is only one piece of the whole. We still have nature to behold, we still have beautiful sights to consume, and we still have to interact with other people, like you and me, for everyday things. You will undoubtedly meet people from different walks of life, different beliefs, different practices as you grow older. And my only advice for that is to always, always, always remember to be kind. Kindness adds color to everyone's lives, and rudeness takes it right back out. Especially in a time of fear and uncertainty like this one, kindness, your kindness, will save lives. There are many times I've met people who were violent, aggressive, dismissive, and all they needed was a kind voice and a listening ear, and things changed for the better. Kindness and politeness will keep you and others safe and happy, and that will open doors and strengthen bonds for you for years to come with co-workers, bosses, future relationships, and even your pets. We have to remember to treat each other with regard and with love, and only then can we all make it to see flying cars and holograms in the future. Again, graduates, the world is your oyster. There is nothing you can't do, and it's up to you, with the help of your teachers and family and friends, to find out what's out there for you. Be safe, be kind, and be the best version of you that you can be. Good afternoon.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Duval. And if there is one thing that I would take away from his address was it seems simple, but it's a huge deal, is to always be kind. This is something that we have always been teaching our children and saying to people around us, is the fact that you never know what people are going through. Everyone has a struggle, everyone is facing their own battles, and so being kind can truly make a difference. So graduates, and for everyone who are watching this virtual graduation ceremony of the class of 2021, always remember to be kind. You never know what difference it can make in the life of someone. So thank you so much again, Dr. Duval. Now we have an item which is coming in the form of a dance. And to do this, we have Siri Newsom.
Dariya
So we've come to a very special part of today's program, and if you are just getting a chance to tune in online, you are watching the 2021 graduation ceremony of Belair Preparatory, and it is being done under the theme Developing Digital Citizens for the 21st Century. Now, I spoke about it being a special part of today's program. We're now going into the presentations of graduation and prize giving certificates. And I'm going to be inviting to make the presentations Miss Tiffany Francis and Miss Nikisha Smith.
The chairman, Mr. Lyden Heaven, other members of the school board, Principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, Vice Principal, Melissa Lawson Smith, our keynote speaker, Dr. Matthew Duval, teachers, other members of staff, parents, specially invited guests, well-wishers, online viewers, good day. In this section, students will be receiving their school leaving certificates and the certificates for Outstanding Academic Award. The Outstanding Academic Award goes to students who have attained an overall average of 85% and above. For the summer terms of grades 3 and 4 and the Christmas term of grade 5. The recipients are as follows. Jada Allen. Jada is a 12-year-old student who aspires to be an entrepreneur. In her spare time, she enjoys playing games, listening to music, and reading. What she likes most about Belair is the teachers.
Ife Oluwa Olonge. Ife Oluwa is a 12-year-old student who believes there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs with Christ. He aspires to be a pediatric surgeon. His hobbies include reading, writing, and watching television. What he likes most about Belair are the kind and loving teachers and his classmates. He is a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Ashley Blair. Ashley is a 12-year-old student who aspires to be a plastic surgeon. She lives by the philosophy, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Her hobbies include drawing, painting, and dancing. What she likes most about Belair is the understanding teachers. Ashley is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Natalie Brooks. 12-year-old Natalie aspires to be a doctor. Her hobbies are dancing and playing netball. What she likes most about Belair is the dedicated teachers. Natalie is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Abriel Brown. 11-year-old Abriel lives by the philosophy, live as if you are going to die tomorrow, learn as if you are to live forever. She aspires to be an architect, and her hobbies include photography, drawing, listening to music, and watching DIY videos. What she likes most about Belair is the cool teachers who make lessons fun and interesting.
Tridana Bryan. Tridana is an 11-year-old who aspires to be a building engineer. She has a strong and firm belief in God. Her hobbies are swimming and baking. Her amazing friends and kind teachers are what she likes most about Belair. Tridana is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Jovian Chambers. 12-year-old Jovian desires to be an architect and is guided by the philosophy, everyone should be treated fairly and shouldn't be brought down for their mistakes. Her hobbies are drawing, singing, and dancing. What she likes most about Belair is the amazing teachers.
Gabrielle Clark. 11-year-old Gabrielle Clark hopes to become a registered nurse. She enjoys competing in any sporting event. The spirit of togetherness is what she likes most about Belair.
Markendra Cunningham. 11-year-old Markendra hopes to become a chef or a lawyer. She enjoys baking, playing games, and watching YouTube videos. Markendra is guided by the philosophy, believe you can and you are halfway there. What she likes most about Belair is the dedicated teachers.
Dante Dixon. Dante is a 12-year-old student who believes that with hard work, anything is achievable. He aspires to be a successful entrepreneur. His hobbies are playing games and spending time with his family. The sports program and the kind teachers are what he likes most about Belair. Dante is a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
David Dixon. 10-year-old David aspires to own his own car dealership company and lives by the philosophy, no matter how hard life gets, God will always be with you. His hobbies include playing sports and video games. The hardworking teachers and the design of the school are what he likes most about Belair.
Leah Dixon. Leah is an 11-year-old student who enjoys reading and playing games. Her philosophy is simple: be the reason someone smiles. She aspires to be a dermatologist, and what she likes most about Belair is her teachers. Leah is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Michael Douglas. Michael is an 11-year-old student who believes everything should be managed in a calm way. He enjoys playing games and spending time with his younger brother and friends. He aspires to be a robotics engineer. The sports program is what he likes most about Belair. Michael is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Malia Falconer. 11-year-old Malia enjoys singing, dancing, and listening to music. She hopes to become a successful entrepreneur and is guided by the philosophy: believe you are never alone. God is always with you. What she likes most about Belair is the dedicated teachers.
Jada French. 11-year-old Jada enjoys dancing and sleeping. She believes no dream is too big if you have the right attitude. Dream big, work hard. She hopes to pursue a career in law. She asserts that Belair is one of a kind school and the environment is warm and comforting as we bond as a family.
Jorday French. Jorday is a talented 12-year-old student who enjoys dancing, gymnastics, playing football, and basketball. She endorses the philosophy: today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. What she likes most about Belair are the great teachers, students, and principal who make you feel a part of a huge family.
Jermaine Francis. 11-year-old Jermaine enjoys drawing cartoons, playing football, and video games. His philosophy is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He hopes to become a professional athlete or a software engineer. What he likes most about Belair are the principal, teachers, and coaches who helped to shape him into a rounded individual.
Shan Freeman. Shan is a 12-year-old student who enjoys gaming, reading, and doing science experiments. He aspires to be a scientist or an IT specialist. He believes that if you want something, you have to work hard, and even if you make mistakes, you can still have fun working. What he likes most about Belair is a high standard exhibited.
Mia Fuller. 11-year-old Mia enjoys swimming and playing the piano. In the future, she aspires to be an anesthesiologist or an entrepreneur. Her philosophy is, work hard and you will be rewarded. What she likes most about Belair is the amazing teachers and their dedication. Today, Mia is a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Moses Gentles. 12-year-old Moses enjoys playing football and believes that success comes through hard work. He endeavors to be a marine biologist. What he likes most about Belair is the environment.
Sianame Grandison. 11-year-old Sianame enjoys interior and exterior designing, crafting, and writing scripts. In the future, she aspires to be an actress or a model. What she likes most about Belair is the teachers.
Gavern Higgs. 11-year-old Gavern enjoys art and craft and playing video games. He believes that tough times don't last, tough people do. He aspires to be a lawyer, and what he likes most about Belair is the food served at the canteen.
Philip Hawthorne. 11-year-old Philip enjoys fishing and believes that everything should be managed in a calm way. He aspires to be a marine biologist, and what he likes most about Belair is the hard-working teachers.
Vivian Hoylett. 12-year-old Vivian enjoys drawing, reading, and playing video games. He aspires to be an entrepreneur and believes that hard work and dedication equals success. What he liked most about Belair is a teacher-student relationship.
Britannia Johnson. Britannia is a 12-year-old student who enjoys reading and listening to music. Her philosophy is, every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. She aspires to be an entrepreneur, and what she likes most about Belair is the kind teachers. Britannia is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Yukthi Kotagiri. Yukthi is an enthusiastic 11-year-old who enjoys reading, drawing, riding, roller skating, and learning new things. She is guided by the philosophy, knowledge is the power that runs the world. She endeavors to be a pediatrician or a neurologist. What she likes most about Belair is the kind and patient teachers. Yukthi is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Javoy Larmond. Javoy is an 11-year-old student who enjoys playing computer games. He lives by the philosophy, the sky is the limit. He aspires to be a computer engineer. What he likes most about Belair is the environment.
Kyle Lawrence. 11-year-old Kyle hopes to become an investor. He enjoys playing video games. What he likes most about Belair is the sports program.
Brandon Liu. Brandon is an 11-year-old student who enjoys reading, playing tennis, and singing. His philosophy is, strive for wisdom to be the best you can, strive for nothing, and you get nothing in return. He aspires to be the CEO of a successful company, and what he likes most about Belair is the dedicated teachers. Brandon is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Javert Logan. 11-year-old Javert enjoys playing video games, tennis, and football. His philosophy is, there are no failures, just results to learn from. Impact matters more than intent. He aspires to be a computer engineer, and what he likes most about Belair is the hard-working teachers. He is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Torian Loudon. 11-year-old Torian enjoys reading and believes you should work hard because it pays off. She aspires to be a lawyer, a surgeon, or an anthropologist. What she likes most about Belair is the beautiful scenery, the teachers, and the kind ancillary staff. Torian is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Nathaniel Lynn. 13-year-old Nathaniel believes that you don't have to understand everything, just have faith. He endeavors to be a successful businessman. What he likes most about Belair is the friends he made here.
Zachary Mackenzie. 12-year-old Zachary enjoys playing video games and football. His philosophy is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He aspires to be a professional footballer or a pilot. What he likes most about Belair is the teacher's methods of delivery.
Kimani Melbourne. 12-year-old Kimani enjoys running and playing games. His philosophy is, never give up. He aspires to be a computer engineer, and what he likes most about Belair is the physical education classes.
Jadiel May. Jadiel is an 11-year-old student who enjoys reading and spending time with her family. Her philosophy is, I can do anything I put my mind to. She desires to become a chef, and what she likes most about Belair is the hard-working and dedicated teachers.
Gabrielle Murray. 11-year-old Gabrielle enjoys baking, cooking, and listening to music. Her philosophy is, treat each person the way you would like to be treated. She aspires to become an oncologist and an entrepreneur. She is a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Kevin Newell. Kevin is an 11-year-old student who enjoys football and car racing. He lives by the philosophy, when you work hard, you can achieve. Kevin hopes to pursue a career in business or law. What he likes most about Belair are the teachers and the sports program.
Siri Newsome. 11-year-old Siri enjoys dancing, watching television, and socializing with her friends. Her philosophy is, failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. She aspires to become a medical doctor. Today, she is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Mario Pitt. 12-year-old Mario enjoys playing football and drawing. He aspires to become a bank manager or a designer. His philosophy is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Larissa Reed. Larissa is an 11-year-old student who enjoys playing games with family and friends. In the future, she hopes to become an actress. The friendly staff is what she likes most about Belair.
Tayshawn Roden. Tayshawn is a 13-year-old student who loves to play football. He aspires to become an engineer. What he likes most about Belair is the dedicated teachers.
Jordan Salmon. 11-year-old Jordan likes to do science experiments and play football in his spare time. His philosophy is, the sky is not the limit. There is no limit. Jordan endeavors to become a scientist, and what he likes most about Belair is his wonderful teachers. Jordan is a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Kaylee Salmon. Kaylee is an 11-year-old student who likes to cook and play games. She lives by the philosophy, I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential. Her dream is to become a computer programmer. What she likes most about Belair is her amazing teachers.
Aaron Scarlett. 13-year-old Aaron lives by the philosophy, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Aaron aspires to become a lawyer, and what he likes most about Belair is the smart and helpful teachers.
Chun Shen. 12-year-old Chun enjoys sketching and watching movies. She aspires to become a medical doctor, and what she likes most about Belair is the hard-working teachers. Chun is also a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Garik Smith. 12-year-old Garik enjoys watching television in his spare time. He lives by the philosophy, Treat others as you would want to be treated. He hopes to become a mechanical engineer. What he likes most about Belair is a clean environment and the helpful teachers.
Chad Rommel Smith. Chad Rommel is a 12-year-old student who enjoys playing sports and video games in his spare time. His aspiration is to become a professional footballer. He lives by the philosophy, hard work and dedication equals success.
Ziva Chong Soto. Ziva is an 11-year-old student who likes gaming and art and craft. Her philosophy is, always be you. She aspires to become a photographer or an entrepreneur. What she likes most about Belair is the amazing teachers. Ziva is a proud recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Kyle Sardine. Kyle is an 11-year-old student who enjoys swimming and watching television. His philosophy is never give up. Kyle aspires to become an orthodontist. What he likes most about Belair is the staff and his friends.
Josiah Swaby. Josiah is a 12-year-old student who enjoys playing football and creating animations. His philosophy is, Jesus plus hard work equals success. He hopes to become an animator or a chef in the future.
Zhu Tang. 12-year-old Zhu Tang enjoys playing football in his spare time. He aspires to become a professional footballer. What he likes most about Belair is the sports program.
Omarion Taylor. Omarion is a 13-year-old student who enjoys reading and playing football. His philosophy is, I can be anything I want to be. I decide my future. Omarion aspires to become a medical doctor, and what he likes most about Belair is his teachers and the way they impart knowledge.
Alexander Thomas. Alexander is a 12-year-old student who enjoys creating YouTube videos and participating in physical activities. His philosophy is, I am determined to work hard for a great education. In the future, he would like to become a chemist.
Nikafe Wilson. Nikafe is an 11-year-old student whose hobbies include swimming, reading, and dancing. Her philosophy is, you can't have a rainbow without the rain. Her ambition is to become a therapist. What she likes most about Belair are the friendships that she has made and the supportive teachers. Nikafe is a recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award.
Luke Wilson. 11-year-old Luke enjoys cooking and playing video games. He endeavors to become a plastic surgeon, and what he likes most about Belair is the teachers.
Carrie Wint. 11-year-old Carrie enjoys spending time with his family, watching movies, and playing computer games. He lives by the philosophy, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. His ambition is to become a veterinarian.
Zillian Yi. Zillian is a 13-year-old student who enjoys swimming and playing football. He aspires to become a medical doctor. The environment is what he likes most about Belair.
Ruming Yu. Ruming is a 12-year-old student who spent his spare time playing musical instruments. He hopes to become a musician. Ruming lives by the philosophy, don't just learn, experience. The dedication of the amazing teachers is what he likes most about Belair. Ruming is a proud recipient of the Outstanding Academic Award. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just presented the 58 students of the graduating class of 2021.
Thank you.
Now for our special graduation awards. To do this part, I'm going to invite Mrs. Keisha Reed Taylor.
The chairman, Mr. Lyden Heaven, other members of the school board, Principal Mrs. Sharon Anderson, Vice Principal Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith, keynote speaker Dr. Matthew Duval, teachers, other members of staff, parents, specially invited guests, well-wishers, online viewers, good day. Our students have been working on the virtual platform since March 2020. Today, some of our students will receive the Digital Citizenship Award. This award is given to the students who have shown responsible use of technology and online etiquette, as well as outstanding participation on all virtual platforms. The recipients are Siri Nusa, Yukvi Kotagiri, Gabriel Murray, Torian Loudon, Ife Oluwa Olonge, Michael Douglas, Tradana Bryan, Sienna Mae Grandison, Kevin Newell, Brandon Liu, Jada Allen, Jordan Salmon, Garik Smith, Dante Dixon, Thank you, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, for making this presentation. At this time, our Vice Principal, Mrs. Lawson Smith, will come and make the presentation to the Junior Mathematics Olympiad. The Mathematics Junior Olympiad is a national competition. This year, 18 of our grade 6 students entered this competition. 9 of these students were finalists. The recipients of this award are Trudana Bryan, Michael Douglas, Natalie Brooks, Sienna Grandison, Gavern Higgs, Yukvi Katagiri, Brandon Liu, Ife Oluo Olonge, Larissa Reed, the following students were finalists in this year's competition: Ashley Blair, Mia Fuller, Torian Loudon, Zachary Mackenzie, Gabrielle Murray, Siri Nusum, Ziva Chong Solto, Ru Meng Yu, Chun Feng Shen. She was also the national winner for grade 4 2019. At this time, we will be presenting the Grade 4 PEP Award. Mrs. Sharon Anderson, our principal, please step forward to do the honors. This award will be given to all students who have worked assiduously and have achieved highly proficient in mathematics or language arts performance tasks at the Grade 4 level. Highly proficient in language arts performance task. Brandon Liu. Kaylee Salmon. Vivian Hoylet. Leah Dixon. Mia Fuller. Chun Feng Shen. The recipients of the Highly Proficient Award in Mathematics Performance Task are Britannia Johnson, Ziva Chong Salto, Alexander Thomas, Nika Faye Wilson, Leah Dixon, Mia Fuller, Chun Feng Shen, At this time, we will be presenting the Most Outstanding Grade 4 PEP Award. This prestigious award will be given to the students who have attained the highest scores overall in mathematics and language arts performance task. The top language arts performance task recipients are Kaylee Salmon, Chun Feng Shen, the top mathematics performance tasks recipients are Alexander Thomas, Nikafe Wilson, Chun Feng Shen, thank you, Mrs. Anderson. At this time, I now invite Mrs. Lawson Smith to make the presentation to the top boy and the top girl. The top award is given to the boy and girl who have the highest overall averages from the summer terms of grades 3 and 4 and the Christmas term of grade 5. The recipients are top girl, Torian Loudon, top boy, Ife Oluo Olonge, thank you. Thank you.
Coming to us with the tribute to graduates, please help me make welcome Mrs. Melissa Lawson-Smith.
The chairman, Mr. Light in Heaven, other members of our school board, principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, teachers, other members of staff, parents, our special invited guest, Dr. Matthew Duval, graduates, online viewers, good afternoon. To our graduates, graduation is the time to think of all we have achieved, not of where we fell short. You all have obstacles, no doubt, but whatever gets in your way, find a different route. The time you spent, classes came, classes went during this pandemic. It's worth a lot, the time you have spent. As you transition into high school, I wish for you all the very best. Take what you have learned at Belair Early Childhood and Prep School. You have learned to be polite, to show kindness to everyone, to treat each other with respect. And finally, always remember where it all started, Belair Early Childhood and Preparatory School. And as you transition into adulthood, please remember your alma mater and make sure you make your contributions in every possible way. I thank you. Good afternoon.
Doing the tribute to parents, welcome Siri Newsom.
Good morning. My name is Siri Newsom, and I'll be doing a tribute to parents. Good morning, guest speaker Dr. Matthew Duvall, Mr. Trevor Heaven, Chairman, Ms. Anderson, Principal, Ms. Lawson, Vice Principal, parents, teachers, special guests, other members of staff, and my fellow graduates. Today is a very exciting day, as it is time for us to graduate. But do you think it would have been possible without our parents? In my opinion, I don't think it would have been possible without them. Learning to appreciate your parents will take some time, as everything they do feels like pain, pressure, and stress. But by the end of the day, you get to know that they do it for your own good. As it is well said in one of our old scriptures, Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Our parents and teachers are our live, visible gods on earth. It is their unlimited love and endless care that gives us the strength to stand tall against all odds. Whatever and whoever we become in our lives, they will always stand up for us. It is because of them that we are dreamers of life and we are successful. Today, on behalf of all our students, I would like to thank each and every parent of Belair for encouraging us at every step of our schooling. In spite of your busy schedules, you have embraced all our school activities. You cheered us and even participated with us and played sports with us for sports days, became buyers and sellers for farmers' days, became cooks with your chef hats on, and served us with food, danced with us, and the list goes on and on. In short, you have joined hands and made our school activities fun and successful. And not only that, here at Belair, I've also seen parents not just looking out for their own kids, but other children as well, with selfless motive, love, and affection. Parents always came together to encourage us and wish us good luck wholeheartedly for all various competitions. You joined hands together and prayed with us to God to shower His blessings on each and every student. I would also like to take this opportunity to express thank you to our acting parents in the absence of our parents during school hours. I mean, our teachers and our beloved principal, Mrs. Anderson. We have seen a parent in each of our teachers. They filled our brains with knowledge and made us ready for the upcoming future challenges. You have been very patient with each of us and took all our naughtiness and convened us with your affection. You have answered all our questions, and yes, some silly questions with lots of patience. At home, whenever we are in any kind of pain, we run to our parents, complain, twist, and turn, asking them to do something. Similarly, at school, we run to our nurse mom for every pain. And Nurse Smith, thank you for taking care of us like a mother. And you have received us and treated us like your own kids. And always provided us with your first aid care. And made sure we all return home in good condition. And now, with all your parents' and teachers' support, here we are graduating. Once again, thank you to all parents.
We've now come to a part of our program that is dubbed Special Presentations, and I'm going to be inviting the following persons to make their presentations. To the guest speaker, Leah Dixon.
The very eloquent Dr. Matthew Duval, I am indeed honored and humbled to be chosen to thank you on behalf of the Belair Preparatory family, and indeed my fellow graduates. the Belair Preparatory Grade 6 graduating class of 2021. We thank you for helping us better understand the theme, Developing Digital Citizens for the 21st Century. Your invaluable advice revealed in your words, and I quote, we have all been living, loving, and experiencing since we've been born. As students, we will be guided by that wisdom in your sound advice that no one can limit who we become, and kindness can save lives. As we learn to be good citizens, better students, and great leaders. Once again, we thank you, Mr. Duval, and we hope you continue to inspire others in the same way you have inspired us today. Graduates and my Belair Preparatory family, please join me again in thanking Mr. Speaker.
Making a special presentation to the board chairman, we have Ashley Blair.
Mr. Heaven, it is with great honor that I stand here this afternoon to present this token to you on behalf of the graduating class of 2021. Thank you for helping Belair to be one of the best prep schools in this island, thus producing well-rounded students. And again, I thank you.
Dante Dixon is coming to us right now to do the presentation to the principal.
Hi, my name is Dante Dixon, and I'm here to present a plaque to my loving principal. Good day to everyone. Mrs. Anderson, on behalf of the Belair Preparatory School, a massive well done for helping to shape the next generation of teachers, engineers, lawyers, nurses, and doctors, just to name a few. Thank you for all your hard work and effort, your passion and enthusiasm to see us succeed and become the best version of ourselves. You will always hold a special place in our hearts. Thank you.
Making the presentation to the Master of Ceremonies, me, is Chun Feng Shen.
Mrs. Cuff, on behalf of our graduating class of 2021, we would like to express our gratitude for your outstanding performance during our graduation ceremony. This would not have been possible without you, so we are gifting you this gift basket as a token of our appreciation for being such a great master of ceremonies and keeping things on schedule.
Jordan Salmon is coming to do his presentation to Miss Francis.
Good day, everyone. On behalf of the Belair Preparatory School, I would like to present this plaque to you as a token of our appreciation, dedication, and commitment to us, your students. We love you and we are going to miss you, Miss Francis. You will always be a part of our lives. Thank you.
Making the presentation to Miss Smith, we have Kevin Newell.
Good day. It is my honor to make a presentation to our class teacher, Miss Nikisha Smith. Miss Smith is driven, committed, and organized teacher, our teacher of science. We have learned lots of scientific theories and principles from her. In addition, a valuable life lesson. She has taught us to be hardworking, diligent, and have integrity and problem solving. Miss Smith, thank you, and please accept this gift on behalf of the graduating class of 2021.
Ziva Chong Soltor is making the presentation to Mrs. Reed Taylor.
Good day, Principal, Mrs. Anderson, teachers, parents, and fellow grade 6 students. I am Ziva Chong, and my teacher is Mrs. Keisha Reed Taylor. On behalf of the grade 6 class, I would like to share with you why we think Mrs. Reed Taylor is so amazing. There are about 20 of us in the class, and yet she knows when to be patient with us. We think it is because she really loves to teach. After all, we are in our tween years, so it is not always easy. Nonetheless, she would go over lessons as many times as possible until we understand it. This is because she really cares about us and wants us to excel. Mrs. Keisha Reed Taylor's name says it all. Relates to our level. E, educator. I, inspires us to be better. D, dedicated to education. T, true teacher. A, approachable. Y, your special guidance. L, loyal to students. O, offers help. O, resilient. Both teachers and students spend a lot of time at school, whether online or face-to-face, gathering knowledge. So it is important that we have a good relationship. For me, I can always go to Mrs. Reed Taylor and she would have time to listen and help me with my schoolwork. With her encouragement, I recently took part in the Maths Olympiad. Whether the upcoming results are positive or not, I would have made a step forward by just participating, and for that I am thankful. The grade 6 class appreciates and salutes you, Mrs. Reed Taylor. You were indeed an amazing teacher.
And that concludes our special presentations. Thank you so very much to Leah Dixon, Ashley Blair, Dante Dixon, Chun Feng Shen, Jordan Salmon, Kevin Newell, and Ziva Chong Saltor. To close things off for us, I invite Professor Patience Alonge, PTA Vice President, to do the closing prayer.
My name is Patience Alonge. It's my honor to give the closing prayer for this graduating class 2021. I have watched the children grow from the early childhood to the prep school, and you are all looking so wonderful. And it is my prayer that the Lord will place His hand of victory upon your lives as you move to the next stage. The Lord will continue to walk, guide, lead, protect you with His mighty power. May the Lord guide you so you will continue to achieve great success and the greatness that exists in you. I ask that the Lord bless you with divine wisdom to make the right decisions all the days of your lives. May you remember your alma mater and contribute positively to the growth and development of Jamaica and the world. We pray that we'll continue to hear good reports concerning you. Those things that are lovely, those things that are of kindness, goodness, graciousness will be heard concerning you. That when we see you in your adulthood, we'll be proud to know you as children of Belair, children of Jamaica, and children of the kingdom of God. May the Lord bless you and watch over you wherever you go. In Jesus' holy and righteous name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program today, and I'm sure that you've been having a wonderful time celebrating with our graduates. To do the vote of thanks, please help me make welcome Ife Alua Alonge to do this part for us.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alua Alonge, and I will be giving the vote of thanks. Good afternoon to our board chairman, Mr. Trevor Heaven, members of the board, our principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, the vice principal, Mrs. Lawson Smith, and the guest speaker, Mr. Matthew Duval. The ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, graduates, teachers and parents, staff members, friends and family, a warm welcome to you all. Today I will be presenting the vote of thanks. First of all, I thank the Lord Most High who gave us the life and strength to be here today. He truly deserves the praise. A special thanks to our guest speaker, Mr. Matthew Duval, who has inspired and pushed us to do our best and gave us great tips. I also want to thank our principal, Mrs. Sharon Anderson, who has been a helpful source and guiding light. Mrs. Lawson Smith, our vice principal, who was our caregiver and supporter at the early childhood. It is hard to say a final goodbye, but the memories that Belair created for us will forever be in our hearts. I also extend thanks to the teachers, Mrs. Keisha Reed Taylor, Tiffany Francis, and Nikisha Smith. These are the blessed, loving, and trust me, extraordinarily patient teachers that guided us through grade 6. They guided us through the PEP exams despite the pressures of the pandemic. I also extend thanks to the teachers that brought us this far, from grades 1 to grade 5, and finally the last leg of this amazing journey, grade 6. A special thanks to Miss Matthews, Miss Amar Singh, Miss Smith, Miss Hawthorne, Miss Harriott, and Mrs. Christy Richards. How can I forget the beloved parents that guided us, supported us, and made sure we had everything we needed? Parents, you are the best. I want to thank the MC, Mrs. Cuff. I also extend thanks to the videographer, Mr. Cuff. Thanks to Michael Douglas for the poem. Special thanks to Siri Newsom for that lovely dance. These graduates have displayed Belair School's talents. I also take time to thank the ancillary staff, the janitors, canteen staff, security guards, and groundsmen. We salute you and appreciate you. Last but certainly not the least, I thank the graduating class that laughed, comforted each other, and made us smile despite our differences. We learned to collaborate and appreciate each other. Thank you all for joining this meeting. To the graduating class of 2021 and myself, congratulations. We as a graduating class are grateful. Sincerely, thank you. Have a great day.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful morning, and I am sure that this is probably a very bittersweet moment, not only for our students, but for our parents who have been with Belair since they were probably 2 years old. But we are preparing them to be digital citizens for the 21st century, as that was our theme today, as we celebrated with the graduating class of 2021 here at Belair Preparatory School. My name is Basilia Barnaby Cuff, and it was my pleasure taking you through this morning's program. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all those persons who worked together to make this event a possibility. Yes, it may not have been the usual in-person graduation that we're used to, but as the theme says, we're preparing them to be digital citizens. And this is just one of those steps towards preparing them to adapt to what this world has to offer in this pandemic and in this digital world. So thank you so much for tuning in. To all the parents, all the graduates, families, friends, thank you so much for watching. My name is Basilia Barnaby Cuff. Have a wonderful day.